Alright, so let's jump into the chaos that is Netflix Tomb Raider Legends of Lara Croft, a reboot that decided to take everything we love about iconic adventure and somehow turns it upside down. And this animated series opens with all the elements that should make up for a thrilling ride. Lara Croft, exotic location, and dangerous unseen realizes you should think about that competition for pro, but now that we get instead is a busier mixture of clunky writing, outdated animation, and the protagonist who feels like shadow or her former self. Imagine that this Laura, the fearless explorer known for her wits, resourcefulness, and assassinal gunslinging heroicist is now next play sensuous and interpersonal drama that could make us so proud of the blush in the very first episode. She's not just dodging traps in the or outwitting enemies. She's also wrestling with emotional baggage that will make her all-time rating self-roll her eyes. The showcase of which Laura hunting down are my stories, artifacts in child classic Tomb Raider stuff, right? There are that leads the traps, dangerous wildlife, and of course some baddies lurking into the shadows. For other moments, it feels like we're back in the solid ground, but then the cracks in the back in the show, and Laura hands off to the relic and mentor the road and things take her quickly not stiff. Instead, leaning into the high stakes action and the serious veers into the dramatic when the road has the killing bad guys in the say Laura. Her shocked reaction as if she hadn't been alive under turning a seasonal countless times before sat stunned for a busier than mass chastising of the legendary adventurer. Hmm. And fast forwards a few years, and we meet a more social. And Laura, at least, despite the narrators what you won't believe. She's in the feasting, fighting, and with a moments wearing the larger lighter mask in what feels like the half-hearted attempts to show all she thought. And but there's the thing, Lara Croft has never been about pretty strange. She's not someone that would brawls for fun. She's the strategic under pressure, and most importantly, she uses brain more that fills her fist. And yet, here we are, watching her in the breaking knuckle fight that adds nothing to her character and only serves confuse in the audience that there is the supporting cast. If you were the hopping characters, that would complement the Laura and the death in the story. The appropriate disappointment we have got Roth, her mentor, and with relation to the background after this dramatic moment opening the episode. There's the obligatory sidekick whose only the purpose seems to reminding the Laura that she can't handle this. Things on her own as trope that feels tired, unnecessary, or not, didn't I mention the animation? It feels like a trap in the warp in the back in the early 2000s, with stiff, awkward moments and character designs that seems out of place in the modern show. Netflix has produced some visually stunning animation in the series recent years are saying Anion, but Tomb Raider looks like it's stuck in the path, unable to keep up with the standards of the animation industry. It's a necessary to the character would deserve it so much better. Now let's talk about the writing on, because if you thought the animation was dated, wait until you hear the dialogue. Laura's lines, the rhythms with clutches or outward pressing, make her sound less and like interlinked, charismatic, and here on, be known the more like someone struggling to find her in the place and around the story. The story is they spend so much of time trying to force unnecessary emotional beats that's unforgettable to let Laura just be Laura. an adventure driven by curiosity and thirsty for discovery. As the series progresses, the plot unravels into the practicable and race agents time and stop enabled wars and from getting the hands on unseen through the lace shorts premise we've seen before the Tomb Raider games and movie, but here it's exciting with a lack of energy and gravity that makes a well didn't feel like and going to track the motion. Laura's conversations with a William the range driver's man's name's Charles. Ours is the unspirit as they come. He's out in the destroyed world, of course, and Laura has to stop him. But there's no tension, no real sense of danger, just a serious event happening because the plot demands it. And if you're the holding the odds, hope for some character developments that will avoid serious prepare to be let down. Laura journey is less about cross and Laura and more about ticking off box. That father figure check. Unnecessary romance plot check. Evidently crisis that doesn't make sense within the context of her character check. It's like a writers, we are so focused on making her relatable that they forget what made her iconic in the first place. In the end, Netflix Tomb Raider The Legend of Lara Croft of missed opportunity to breathe new life into the beloved character instead and embracing Laura's adventure spirit and the series drones irrational, the baggage, and outdated storytelling. What could have been thrilling to watch to turn one of the gaming the most iconic figures ends up as a hollow, lifeless shadow of her former self. And for those hoping to see Lara Croft or elements exploring ancient ruins, solving the puzzles, and outsmarting villains, this show won't satisfy. Instead, you'll be left wondering why Onion thought this was the right direction for a character with always driven on adventure and anticipations. Lara Croft deserves better. We, as fans, deserve us better.